Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Money Investing with John. My name is John, and today I'll be talking about the 5 things I try to minimize to save money. The first thing I want to minimize is cars. Now, I believe cars is one of the biggest wealth killers out there. It doesn't just include the car itself, it includes maintenance, insurance, gas, and depreciation as well. Now, I think of cars as a way to get around from point A to B. Now, new car average is almost $50,000 and includes Americans owing $1.7 trillion in auto debt. Now, I get everyone wants to be in that fancy BMW, Mercedes, or big old truck, but do you really come down to it? Do you really need that? Do you really need that type of transportation to go from point A to point B? I drive a Toyota, and it's nothing fancy, and I wish cars were made like it was 20, 30 years ago. Just the simple stuff that gets you from point A to B, all the technology and all the power steering and heated steering wheels and heated seats. It's just a bunch of nothing that you don't need. I just want the car to be safe and reliable and get me from point A to B. Now, I understand everyone wants to have all those fancy things. That's understandable. I get that. It's nice to have, but it's not a must to have in terms of cars. The second thing I like to minimize is food and beverage. I did a test where I got the same groceries as I did today from last year and compared the price. It was almost over a 50% increase in costs. Now that's expensive. Now, before you go in the comments and say, oh, you're starving yourself, oh, you're not eating properly, I'm eating properly. I'm just being very strategic in how I go grocery shopping. So I go grocery shopping at my local Aldi. It's a great grocery store. If you have one near you, go there. It's great, it's amazing. I think it's cheap. But what I do is have a list of things I want to meal prep throughout the week. So I get all those ingredients, and I usually have multiple different meals of the same meal throughout the week. And I try to keep that about $3, maybe even $4 a meal, because not only is that cheaper, it's way cheaper than eating out. The third thing I like to minimize is technology devices. Now, when I think of technology devices, I think of phones, computers, desktops, TVs, Amazon Echoes, Google Home, whatever technology devices that you have around in your house and use on an everyday basis. While technology continues advancing year after year after year, but those advances are typically very minimal. Look at all the iPhones that's come out recently. It's literally the same thing, just different chips or different features and functionalities that doesn't really equate to much value to the phone itself. As I said again with cars, if I have a phone that calls and texts, that's really all I need. I keep my phones and my laptops for about at least 5 to 7 years. The phone I have currently is from 2020, and the MacBook I have is from 2019. I'm a big Apple individual. I love Mac, I love iPhones, I love everything Apple. I invest in Apple, so that's even better for me. So I try to keep my technology for at least 7 years and upgrade after that, where I think there's actually a substantial upgrade that's actually necessary and needed based on the functionalities and features that they introduce. The fourth thing I want to try to save money on is subscription services. Now, subscription services, they get you. Those companies get you every single month, month by month, and it's for everything from your refrigerator to your cars to your TVs to your phones. They just subscription you to death until you just see like, oh my gosh, I'm spending $200 a month on subscriptions. That's how they do it. The subscriptions are about 5, 10, 15, 20 bucks a month, and you don't even notice it after a while. It's going from out of your bank account. And that's how they keep you from canceling them. They keep you from going through the effort of going through and actually canceling those subscriptions, because it's just $5, $10 a month, like whatever. Like, I don't want to go through the process of canceling that. But in the back of your mind, you don't even use that subscription. It would maybe just a one-off, like just to watch that one favorite show you liked on Netflix, and you don't even like Netflix, but you're still paying $10, $15 a month on it. So that's how they get you and continue getting you. And the last thing I want to minimize to save money is clothes. Everyone needs clothes to wear, do their everyday things, yada yada yada. But in the world of clothes, it's just a huge markup on everything nowadays. For some reason, they want to mark up all these different clothing items just because they feel like it and people will pay for it. But I'm not one of those people. I buy the most minimum amount of clothes that I need. I live a very minimalist lifestyle just together. My closet's not that much full with clothes. It's just a few clothes here and there and some shoes. because I just don't think clothes are worth it. Shoes are not worth what they pay for. They probably cost like half of that to make, and then they just mark it up 50%. So I don't pay for clothes and shoes that often. I wear them, I use them, I continue wearing them until they're worn out, and then I buy new ones. So maybe $500 every couple years in clothes and shoes. That's all I will ever spend on clothes. I think just in general, materialistic stuff just has no value to my life. So why would I want to spend money on things that don't add much value? In conclusion, these are the 5 things I try to minimize to save money, whether it be cars, subscription services, clothes, technology, as well as food and beverage. Comment down below the things that you like to minimize to save money. And if you like this video, feel free to give it a like, subscribe to the channel because I'll be posting new videos out every single week. So I'll see you next week.